happens when they abolish the Federal Reserve? What happens to it? The Federal Reserve. Let's look about it. What is the Federal Reserve? Federal Reserve. Hey there, Mariana. Well, the Federal Reserve System. Let's read that. We want to know what the Federal Reserve is. I don't know. Hello, Applebrook, honey. Yankee Ward. Could it be the same thing as, does it have something to do with the Federal Reserve System? Does it have something to do with the central bank? The Federal Reserve System is the central banking system of the United States. It was created on December the 23rd of 1913 with the enactment of the Federal Reserve Act after a series of financial panics led to the desire for the central control of the monetary system in order to alleviate the financial crisis. So here we have a system that was created because we had a series of financial panics. My right side of my nose is tickling. That's not good. I want to say this was the right side because I've looked at some of my other YouTube videos. I just now had a deja vu where I said the right side and they changed it to the left side. They did. That's okay. We got it. The Federal Reserve. The FDIC, that insures your money up to at least $250,000. Are there calls? Hey, Al Honey, Carla Honey, Frank Honey. Are there calls to abolish the Federal Reserve? And why on earth would they want to abolish the Federal Reserve? Hello, Catherine. Why would they? Oh my goodness. End the Fed. End the Fed by Ron Paul. I voted for him when he ran. I really liked Ron Paul. I did. In the Fed is a 2009 book by Congressman Ron Paul of Texas. The book debuted at number 6 on the New York Times bestseller list of advocates for the abolition of the United States Federal Reserve System because it's immoral, unconstitutional, impractical, promotes bad economics, and undermines the liberty. That's what he wrote. That's what he wrote. So, what is the do you like the Federal Reserve? Do y'all like it? Do you like the Federal Reserve? Do you think that they should abolish the Federal Reserve? Yeah. Let's see this. No Rothschilds. Well, they take your money and invest it themselves. Okay. No, the Federal Reserve is not responsible for the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. But the two agencies do share some responsibilities, and they work together to protect the depositors. The Federal Reserve and the FDIC share responsibility for regulating the banks at federal level. The FDIC is the primary federal regulator for banks that are chartered by states, but not part of the Federal Reserve System. The Federal Reserve regulates bank holding companies and corporations with state bank regulators. It's a safety net. The FDIC, insures deposits at U.S. member banks in case they fail. Okay, Gina, honey, where you going? You know, I wish I could do. I need to change my thumbnail, but that's okay. Abolish the Federal Reserve. We got some Al, honey, I thought that word was fractional regulations. fractural regulations. Well, there's fractures in the regulations. Yeah, I'll take that. If I saw the word fractional and you wrote federal, which I see federal, there's already some fractals in the fracture. What's a fractual? Fractures in the regulations. They're being fractured. Okay, so if you want to abolish it, they do have something already in order, and you looked at this right. S4463, the Federal Reserve Abolition Act. It's time to end. Look, the Heritage Foundation. Sorry, I'm being a little bit loud. It's time to end the Fed and its mismanagement of our. Do you like the Heritage Foundation? Do you like it? Remember them talking about the Heritage Foundation and Project 2025? Yeah. The Federal Reserve Board Abolition Act of the 110th. Is it Congress? Is it? See, I know right now that they are literally throttling these comments on here. They're not allowing it. We can't even audit them. Okay. Well, I know that they want to, obviously, they're probably going to get abolished. They probably are. Now that we have the Heritage Foundation talking about it, abolish the Fed and get rid of the central banking system. It may be impossible to imagine America without the Federal Reserve, but a central bank is not essential to a functioning economy. Are you okay with that? Yeah. Are you okay with not having a central bank? Because, they private cartel or something. Look at this. Yeah, welcome. Okay, you don't want the central bank. All right, when it will get abolished. Totally. It's going to get abolished. Are you going to like what's put in its place? Are you? Are you going to say anything's better than that? Are you going to like it? Are you going to be a proponent for it? Yeah. Okay, well, this is what's going to get put in its place. Right there. That's what it's going to be. Whether you like it or not, I'm sorry, that's exactly what it's going to be. We are going to go digital. And you don't like the Federal Reserve, it's going digital. It's going digital. We are the US dollar and the age of digital transformation. I'm sorry, there's no going back from here. They've already introduced, abolish the Fed, the Federal Abolition Act. We are going to BRICS. Would you like to go to BRICS? Could you, Yankee Ward, honey, tell us what BRICS is about. Go ahead and tell us. Put it in the comment section. What do you feel BRICS is about? Yeah. The funny money cryptos will not be backed. Do you want to go to BRICS? Hello. You want to go to BRICS? Is that where you all want to go? You want to abolish the Fed, but what is going to be put in its place is this. Okay, right here, the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. So you want to go to BRICS. We'll go to BRICS. We will go to BRICS. Hold on one second. One moment, please. Russia's crypto push to circumvent Western sanctions. At the recently concluded BRICS summit in Kazan, Russia Russian President Vladimir Putin pushed for an alternative payment system that would prevent BTC over US dollar. Will BRICS adopt Putin's ambitious? They're going to it too. They're going to go to it too. They're The whole world's going to go to it. BRICS Kazan 2024 summit discusses the crypto to facilitate. Cryptocurrency has gained prominence among the member nations to reduce their reliance on the US dollar. You feel that it's gold backed? Okay, gold back. What kind of gold? Is Bitcoin the new gold? Is it? Is BRICS? Let's just check it out. Is okay, let's look at it. BRICS is making good progress on their golden path. The BRICS countries have settled on using gold as the basis for international exchange. That was in January. It is. The new deployment bank, new development bank. Let's see where we can find the new development bank. President Dilma Rousseff came out and publicly said that there has been agreement in principle to use a new settlement currency called the unit. There's their currency called the unit, which will be backed 40% by gold and 60% by the local currencies in the BRICS Union. That is November the 6th of 2024. All right, let's keep going. How much money will your dollar be in BRICS? Oh my gosh, look at that. 1 USD, 15 BRICS. It will take that many to equal. That looks like the Dewey Decimal System to me. It kind of does. Remember that you had to learn about the Dewey Decimal System in school, and they kept saying, that was back in the 80s when I was in school. They said, we're going to go to a new system. It's going to be the Dewey Decimal System. Yeah. Gold money is gold and silver. Do you feel that the BRICS will use crypto? Any type of crypto, any type of digital currency whatsoever? Do you? Let me look at this. One brick is currently worth $25.07. $25.07 is one brick. The XRP. And honey, you feel like the XRP, they want to be the reserve currency of the United States. They want to be the one. Oh, it's up right now. I think it's up to around 1.46. It's literally like, okay, the U.S., is it the tether? No, it's something, no. What is United States? All the countries have already been testing their own digital currency for that particular country. They've been doing it for the past, 2 years or 3 years? They've been doing trial things and stuff like that. I think I saw where, I can't remember which country it was. Was it Taiwan or something? Has 21% of their population using crypto. It's like some Taiwan using the digital. Taiwan using let's see, 21% of population. I'm gonna write it in digital. Yeah, okay, it's Taiwan. I got it right. Digital 2024, Taiwan. Taiwan was home to 19.20 million social media users. No, okay, I'm talking about, they got digital Taiwan. I don't want to talk about the whatever. The new digital entrants face off with banks in Taiwan's retail. Okay, you got it? Do you think Putin is going to use the crypto stuff to literally destroy the US dollar? Do you think it's going to happen? Um, the land of milk and honey? Who is on the deed? Who's on the deed? This is his plan. Um, the central bank digital coins potentially reduce the dollar's dominance. Although there's been some progress in the de-dollarization, the BRICS country still show a high level of dollarization than the global average of 47% for cross-border lending, and international debt securities highlighting challenges. In response, Russia is advancing its M bridge, sounds like a fork, hard fork, initiative, which uses central bank digital currencies for cross-border payments, potentially reducing the U.S. dollar's dominance. Over the last 4 years, the share of BRICS exchange and cross-border bank has increased to 15%, with other emergencies are 19%. He critiques the dollar weaponization. He encouraged miners to sell their bitcoins to international buyers, allowing countries to utilize the Bitcoin and other crypto assets for imports. The information was shared by Matthew Siegel, head of the digital access. Okay, they're going to use it. The Bitcoin. They are pushing the idea that the Russian miners, the digital miners, the Russian miners could sell their Bitcoin to international buyers who would use the Bitcoins to and other crypto to pay for imports. That's digital. And when they use the crypto to pay for the imports, every single phase of that import will be tracked from the raw product all the way down the supply chain. When crypto is used, it's like a blockchain, every single step. Every breath you take, every move you make, I'll be watching you. And the final price will rise when it reaches the consumer a lot. You thought the Bitcoin wasn't. Oh, Al Honey, you didn't block nothing? I got excited. Al Honey, Gina Honey got excited. I thought I missed my chance to ring my bell. Gina, won't you ring my bell? Ring your bell, Gina. Yeah. How could it work? Well, I thought Betty Zoom, I was getting excited. I wanted to ring my bell. I did. Ah, let's look at you all. Oh, Al Honey. Al Honey, you are so gracious to give this person a chance to clean up their act. Mwah. You are, Al Honey. That's very nice of you. Out of the goodness of the heart, the mouth speaks. That's right. You have to have a living trust to pass your account. Oh my goodness gracious, you are. This is where things gonna get. Yeah, it's all the good energy. Hello, you're welcoming. Okay, we're gonna see. It is all gonna go digital. It is. There's. Remember, here's what Trump has promised. The United States will be the crypto or Bitcoin or digital something of the world. He promised that. And in order for him to promise that, then I'm sure we're going to have the Federal Reserve Board abolition. Abolish it. They're going to abolish it. It's part of the Project 2025. And they've already got this going right here. The Board of Governors for the Federal Reserve, digital currencies. You may say, I'm not going to use those digital currencies. Why, do you have a those apps on your phone that you can pay for things with. You say, I just use my app. I'll just take it from my bank's app and I'll pay with my bank's app. I'll just do that Cash app. I'll just do the other apps. That's digital currency. You're using it already. You just don't know about your debit card and all that. You're already doing it. And when you go shopping online on your cell phone, on your computer, you're paying with things digitally. You are. It's the age, the US dollar in the age of digital transformation. The dollar's going to get a makeover. You don't have to like it. You don't. I think it's China who leads the world already with the digital currencies. Yeah, the JD rainbow currency. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, those cables. Hey, that's a good thought, Smitty, honey. Those cables that were cut were financial communications. You know, this live stream relies on internet in order to even be used to reach out. And I got my laptop. If I don't have internet, I can't even access anything. There's no way I'd be able to access looking at Amazon. There's no way you'd be able to carry off a transaction on your computer to other places because it's all stuck in big chains. It's all linked in chains. You believe we'll go to the digital after we go to quantum, and the digital assets will be backed by the physical gold. You want to go to quantum. Are you going to go to quantum first? Let's see what's quantum. That's already here. The quantum financial system. That's has some AI in it, artificial intelligence. The quantum financial system, the stock market is like that right now. The quantum financial, and that's why you got the Dewey Decimal System. Gina, honey, you don't even know what you're talking about. Can I still talk? I don't have to know it all. The binary. Oh, I like that, Mr. Sparky Hamilton. The binary. Ooh, we are in the age. The quantum internet system. Oh, quantum. Let me see what that is. Quantum internet system. I've never heard that phrase before. Let's see what a quantum definition, whatever it is. It's a theoretical. Okay, I like that. I like theoretical. The quantum internet is a theoretical network of quantum computers. Well, they already said we got them. They really do, but they don't want to say it. That will allow users to send and receive compute information using quantum technology. It's a separate network that will coexist with the classical internet, and the purpose is to solve specific problems. It's going to solve, well, I like that. 171 people watching and 71 thumbs up. I think it's perfect. It's the Starlink. The quantum internet will enable new functionalities such as quantum crypto. Oh, there you go. There's the crypto. That's the crypto. Quantum cryptography and quantum cloud computing. We already got some cloud computing. It'll also allow the users to quantum information processing as secure communication, distributed quantum, synchronizing atomic clocks, extending the telescopes. It's all about it. They got the Chicago News. Are we going to see it? The Chicago News, the quantum internet is a network of quantum computers that will someday send, compute, and receive information encoded, in quantum states. Well, I'd like to see a picture of quantum. I want to see how it's going to look. It's like it looks like the grid, the crystal grid that's across it looks like the grid thing that's across the world. You know, that look like that? Like if you look at the grid lines on the earth, this is what they look like. They look like the grid lines on the earth. Those, the whatever you want to call it. Do you see that? Hello. I want to look up Earth's grid lines. Earth's grid lines. Earth's grid lines. Now I want to see it. I want to see a flat Earth with grid lines. Am I thinking the grid lines or am I thinking the ley lines? Okay, well, I know I've seen it before. I'm missing the thing. What am I trying to? Oh, no. It's like the ley lines. Earth's ley lines. I'm thinking ley lines. Ley lines. That's what it looks like. The ley lines. I got it. I got it. I got it. That's what it looks like. It looks like the ley lines on the earth. It does. Look at this. See? It looks like the ley lines on the earth and the quantum internet. I bet it's connected. I bet they're harnessing the energy also of the ley lines, the web. See it? The ley lines and vortices. Look at that. It looks like a spider. The quantum. Let me look at this. I'm going to get a better visual. It's a simulation. I really, now you got me really curious as to free energy. Yes. Let's see if the ley lines, because they can have free energy. Yeah. Are the ley lines, wait, no, don't tell me I've already knocked myself out of it. The ley lines and vortices, Earth's ley lines, and Purdue University. You know, a lot of stuff comes out of Purdue, and Purdue is here in my home state of Indiana. A lot of stuff comes from, a lot of smart things come from Purdue for some strange reason. Purdue University engineers have addressed an issue barring the development of quantum networks that are big enough to reliably support more than a handful of users. Let's see. Do you think he has able to do with the mark of the beast? He might play a role in it. It ain't came out yet. It's not yet. Network quantum computing. Oh, we got photons. We're talking about photons. If photons are lost, the quantum information is lost. A problem that tends to happen farther around the fiber optic networks. You got to have the fiber optic, is what they said. Okay, we're going somewhere. This is great, right? It's the light. The wavelengths of light carrying the different data channels makes it possible to increase the number of users without adding photons. This sounds like a CERN thing because they got light. They got those, the CERN, you see how big it is like that? And they got all these experiments going on and they got the light running all over the place. Oh, they do. They got it. Okay, let's look at this. The team deployed a programmable switch to adjust how much data goes to each user by selecting and redirecting the wavelengths of light carrying the different data channels, making it possible to increase the number of users without adding the photon weapons. Is there some kind of character that used photon weapons? Oh, it's Star Trek. It was Star Trek. As the network gets bigger, if photons are lost, the quantum information is lost, a problem that tends to happen. The further photons have to travel through the fiber optic networks. That's why they got to have fiber optic. And this is true. They do have around 12 people on one thing that shares 1 gigabyte. Look at that. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to be talking about AI can never be turned off. It's underground. The Mother Nature is taking over. It can be good in moderation, though. Yes, it can. Everything is good, more or less. Well, to some people, what they consider good, others consider bad. But there's good in using the cell phone, and some people could use their cell phone for bad. They could. It can be, everything in moderation. When I think of Earth's ley lines, and I thought I had a picture of it. It looks like the ley lines. Let me see it. This is the Earth and the ley lines, and there's energy associated it. They are really throttling the chat. You may see a minute in between comments or two. Ley lines and fiber optic. I really want to see. Ley lines and quantum. Quantum what? Quantum computing? Is the Earth a great big quantum computer itself? Is it? What if it is? Oh. The fifth dimension is quantum. We're talking about cryptocurrency and stuff and abolish the Fed, and we have ended up on ley lines and quantum internet. While the concept of ley lines is considered pseudoscience with no scientific evidence to support its existence, some people speculate that the idea of ley lines, which are theorized to be energetic pathways connecting ancient sites, could be related to quantum computing due to the complex, interconnected nature of quantum mechanics, where particles can be entangled and seemingly connected across large distances. However, this is purely speculative and could not be supported by any scientific research. So isn't that interesting? They are not, ley lines are not scientifically proven. Does it have to be scientifically proven in order to exist? No. The pyramid is on certain ley lines. I can move the ley lines in my yard or other people's yards. I can find them with my dowsing rods. I can move them. Other people can find the ley lines too. They can do the grid work. Here's the people do the grid work. How those people come out there and do it. Look, the invisible grid concept. We got to see it, you all. We got to see it. The invisible grid. Some proponents of ley lines imagine them as an invisible grid or network of energy flowing through the earth, which could be vaguely compared to a complex network of quantum states in a quantum computer. Oh my gosh. I don't like that movie, Tron. I tried to watch it, but I never got to finish it because it didn't make sense. I want to see, is Earth a big computer? Is Earth a big quantum Oh, fungi roots are similar to ley lines. Oh, really? Let's look at this. Oh, it is a weighty subject. Why is it such a weighty subject, you all? Let me see this right here. Well, not definitely proven. Oh, they're not counting it out. Some physicists theorize that the universe, including Earth, may be considered a massive quantum computer. Due to the underlying principles of quantum mechanics governing the behavior of particles at the most fundamental level. However, this is a highly speculative concept and current technology cannot directly verify it. But what about the future technology? Will it be able to directly verify it? Oh. I'm thinking about the core of the earth. And isn't there something like something state core in a motherboard? Something state core in a Oh, a core state. Okay, Gina, I knew something about the word. A core state in a motherboard refers to the power state of the CPU, central processing unit, on the motherboard, normally detonated by a C with CO, fully running, higher numbers C1, C2, represent increasingly deeper idle states with reduced power consumption, essentially how active or idle the CPU core. Okay, yeah, at any given time. Okay. Gina, why are you talking about that? I have no idea. It just like popped into my head. So there is a theory that has not definitely proven that the universe, including the Earth, could be considered a massive quantum computer. Well, it's kind of weird to think about. Oh, Al Honey. Al Honey, did you give somebody a break and then they just lost it? Bring out that negative energy. I'm serious here. Yes, we got it. A star in a jar. Yes, everything everywhere. And see, we can connect. Al, honey, you did your best. You did. You did. That's right. All the hype. Okay, is the universe, oh my gosh, the management of information technology. We're talking about crypto. Oh my gosh, is our brain a quantum computer? I need to change this title on here. Is the universe actually a giant quantum computer? According to the MIT professor, Seth Lloyd, the answer is yes. We would be living in the kind of digital world depicted in the Matrix and not even know it. Oh my gosh. Hey, you know how they say they're making the 3D digital Earth? Earth's replica is the 3D digital Earth. They're going to have it up and going in 2029. But they've already got it, more or less. Is that going to be the new Earth because the old Earth passed away? A new heaven and a new Earth. If you were to look at the Earth as a giant quantum computer getting an upgrade. How we can escape the Matrix. Rob, honey, Gina, honey, don't know. It sounds really weird. It sounds kind of strange. And that's why people think we're strange. That's why people think, Gina, you done lost it. This woman's all over the place. Al, honey, we seem to be spirit biocomputers, GMO'd over millions of years, genetically modified. Oh, is it? It's yes. Maybe they're trying to save the world. Maybe they're trying to get the new Earth built to keep civilization as we know it going. Is our brain a quantum computer? Well, your brain might not be a quantum computer. It might be worthwhile to describe its behavior. While your brain might not be a quantum computer, it might be worthwhile to describe its behavior using quantum mechanics. In short, quantum is not just for physicists. All right. Is it like a quantum computer? Oh my gosh, there's something to all of this. It truly is something to this. Well, is the universe indistinguishable from a giant quantum computer? It is indistinguishable from a quantum computer. I probably got to redo my thumbnail on here, but that's okay. I might as well just leave it because I'm always all over the place unless I catch myself. Look, inside the race to build the best quantum computer on Earth. It's the beast. The beast. The Beast computer. Okay. It's not fictional. They're saying it's fictional. The Beast computer is a fictional computer that appeared in the 1972 film The Rapture, created by an American Pentecostal preacher, David Wilkerson. The film was intended to be shown in churches and revival meetings as a tool for evangelization. In the film, the Beast computer is a giant computer in Brussels that tracks every person on Earth and controls the global commerce. The film subtly alludes to the mark of the beast from the Bible's Revelation. Okay, this side of my nose over here, that's the left side. And if they go back and change my word and say I'm talking about the right side, then AI did it. No, this is it's a good sign if that side is tickling. Mark of the Beast from the Revelation 13, 16, 18, and the film's release. American Evangelist Protestant Network spread the story of the Beast computer as fact, and it became integrated into eschatologies of Greek and Russian Orthodox Christians. Some say that the Beast computer is a symbol of globalization and technology and a demonstration of the power of global networks. Others say the Beast computer is a conspiracy theory that claim that a supercomputer is located at the building on 666 Fifth Avenue. Okay, so there is a computer in Brussels called the Beast. The Beast. Did you know that? Oh, yeah. There is the Beast. The Beast. The Beast computer. It's not, no, see, because I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to a custom period of time. I'm going to do something, and I'm going to look. I'm going to go to 1, 2. I don't know. What am I going to go to? Let me do this. 2. I'm going to see where it's going to take me. And this is 1996. The aim of the financiers, a one world government. People who work there call it the beast. The plan implies a system of digital enumeration of each human being on Earth. Thus, the computer the basic financial system is the banks create the money as debt, charging interest on the money they create. The obligation of the debtor countries pay to the banks the money that the banks did not create. But the money does not exist. It brings unrepayable debts and the financiers and all of that. But this is exactly what they want. Clifford Douglas, the money power does not, the Trilateral Commission and all of that. I mean, if you read into that, that's good for you. The David Rockefeller, the rock that fell to earth, right, in 1973, created the Trilateral Commission, the Trilateral. Chase Manhattan, the chairman, harmonized the political, economic, and social cultural relations between the three major regions, the Trilateral, Europe with the Single European Act, the European Commission to Brussels, Belgium. By 1999, all these countries are supposed to share one currency, the euro. Well, they did. They had the one currency, and it was the euro, and then some of them backed out of it. Remember that? North American area, the merger of its member countries is well underway with the passage of the NAFTA. Remember that, George Bush? Was that him? First between Canada and the U.S. and later included Mexico. By the next 10 years, it is supposed to include all of the Americas. There is a strong pressure to force these countries to harmonize their fiscal policies, as it happened in Europe, economic union, and will inevitably lead to political union. In front of these two gigantic economic powers, the countries of the Far East will have no choice but to join forces and merge, and to be able to compete with North America and Europe in the field of international trade, a one world currency. They will get rich and stuff like that. Debit cards, The invention of debit cards, computers, microchips, such a system would have seemed far-fetched. There is always the rise of losing one's credit card. And there you have it, a microchip implanted under your skin. Everything in government, the Illuminati. The quest for world government has been going on. February 17th of 1953. The Paul Warburg said before the U.S. Senate, we shall have world government, whether you like it or not. What did you say, Paul? In 1953, we shall have world government, whether or not you like it, by conquest or consent. This quest for world domination can be traced back to the creation of the Illuminati, a secret society in 1776. Is that when the United States became a country, or was that the Declaration of Independence was signed? We got to read it. Was that when the Declaration of Independence was signed? Was it 1776? Yeah. Gina, honey, you type it in yourself. I like to. The Declaration of Independence is a founding document of the United States that was adopted July the 4th of 1776. The Illuminati. This quest for world domination can be traced back to the creation of the Illuminati in a secret society in 1776. Their leader, Adam Weishaupt, wrote out the master plan to bring about the subjection of the whole human race to an oligarchy of financiers. The word Illuminati is derived from Lucifer, meaning the holders of the light. As surprising as it may seem, the insignia of the Order of the Illuminati appears on the reverse side. You know what? It totally disappeared off my screen just then. It did. Where did it go? Where did it go? Was it this? Oh. Area 51. Area 51. Look at that. I found it back in my history, but it disappeared. In 1776. It's kind of scary. It's a little bit scary. It's a tad bit scary. Let's ring it out. Let's ring it out. Oh my goodness, that was kind of scary. It's kind of scary reading this. I know the Illuminati was created in 1776, just like the Declaration. I don't need it. I'm good, Al, honey. I got my, I got this, whatever that is, what good that might do me. Okay, my water's downstairs. It is. That's okay. I want to read it. I really do want to read it because it's interesting. Oh my gosh. As surprising as it may seem, the insignia of the Order of the Illuminati appears on the reverse side of one U.S. dollar bill. The first time it appeared was in 1933 by the order of Franklin D. Roosevelt. after the beginning of the New Deal. The name given to Roosevelt's political reform of that time. One can read at the base of the 13-story pyramid the year 1776. MDCC something. Is it down there right there? Which represents, most of the people think that it represents the date of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, but it actually memorializes the foundation of the Order of the Illuminati, which was May the 1st of 1776. The pyramid represents the conspiracy for the destruction of the Catholic Church and all existing religions, and all establishment of a one-world government or a United Nations dictatorship. The eye radiating in all directions is the all-spying eye that symbolizes the terroristic Gestapo-like espionage agency of the Weishaupt, set up to guard the secret of the order and to terrorize the populace into the acceptance of its rule. The Latin words annuit coepitus mean our enterprise has been crowned with success. Below, Novus Ordo Seclorum explains the nature of the enterprise, the new social order or the new order. Remember Nodo Ordo Seclorum? Remember the bed knobs and broomstick? She was saying some kind of spell or something over and over, something that sounded like Seclorum. Novus Ordo Seclorum. It sounded, well, she said something in the bed knobs and broomstick. I got to watch that soon. I got to watch that DVD soon. Okay. Are you going to see it, you all? This insignia was adopted by the Congress on the reverse side of the United States in 1789. The seal of the eagle, which is the official seal of the coat of arms of the United States, is also shown on the reverse side. 1933 is meant the followers of Weishaupt regarded the efforts as beginning to be crowned with success, and they totally controlled the U.S. government. Oh, the Vatican chants. Is that what that is? Al, honey, is that what they chant? Do they? It's a Luciferian conspiracy. Let's look at it. They say a Luciferian conspiracy is not only a stylistic device, but it's literally a true, since the leaders are actually, and the final objective is have the whole world bow down to them. Smarter than God. The members of the Illuminati are people of every race and creed. They have a lust for power, recognizing the powers involved, pawns and games. I'm just going to do it like this. Then, social credit score. The financiers, with the social. Rosie, honey, do I hear you down there? I got to see if I can see my Rosie, honey. I'm getting a little uncomfortable reading that. I got to find my little baby Rosie. Hold on, I got to find it. Find my little baby Rosie. Are you up here? I didn't know where Rosie went. Okay, I don't. It's my little baby Rosie. Does this have to do with the DEI? Oh, I don't know. It's giving me a hot flash, though, whatever it is. It is social credit idea. Oh, that's me. Is a conspiracy of silence in news media or deliberate falsification of Douglas doctrine in order to render it vulnerable. The calumnies and ridicule against the apostles of Michael, Douglas wrote. Oh, I don't want to read it. I don't want to read it. We got Canada involved. The psychological moment. Douglas predicted that the present-day debt money system bankers would become unworkable and fall by itself because of the unpayable debts that it creates. And all the countries of the world are struggling with skyrocketing, heading for disaster. He said a psychological moment will come, and a critical moment when the population, given the gravity of the situation, despite the power of the financiers, will have suffered their debt money system long enough and will be disposed to study and accept social credit. Douglas wrote the following in 1924 in his social credit. Okay, let me just read that. I'll read that. I'm going to read it. Yeah. The position will be tremendous in its importance. A comparatively short period will probably serve to decide whether we are to master the mighty economic social machine that we have created or whether it will master us. And during that period, small impetuous from a body of men who know what to do and how to do it may make the difference between yet one more retreat into the dark ages or the emergence into the full light of day, such as the splendor as we can at the present only envisions dimly. It's necessary for the recognition of the psychological moment and the fitting to that moment of appropriate action, which should be present in the minds of that small minority which is seized of the gravity of the present times. There's a book. Yeah, I don't know if you want to read it. It's called Social Credit. Common sense. Whether the collapse of the present financial system under the weight of its own enormities or the events have been foretold many times by privileged souls, events one certainly cannot doubt of when one sees the present decadence of moral standards, the apostasy, the paganization of affluent nations that used to be Christian, occur soon. In either case, the living or the survivors of those events won't be without a light to establish a social economic system worthy of its name. Right. This is why Soviet Foreign Minister Molotov. Okay, you all know. See, we just mentioned Molotov the other day. Yesterday. All my troubles seem so like yesterday, didn't we? Did we mention Molotov yesterday? This is why Soviet Foreign Minister Molotov had said to Dr. Hulwit Johnson, the Archbishop of Canterbury in the 30s, "We know all about social credit. It is one theory in the world that we fear." Is that the socialism? Everything is related. It is. Fahrenheit 451. Here's where you're going to find it. You see this? So I found this right here. Listen, look up here. You can look at it. Don't ask me, Gina, put the link of that where it's at on here. No, I want you to put it, you go look it up yourself. This is like this. In the age of plenty, that's Area 51. This is bigger than all of us. It's so big. We were just talking about ley lines. How on earth did we end up on that? Quantum computer, the beast system. Yeah, the Mandela effect. Golden, honey. If I read comments when I'm trying to keep a train of thought, then I am going to, me personally, lose my train of thought. And the other people who may have wanted to know where it was going to go, and me personally, I wouldn't know where I would be going because somebody would come in and interrupt my train of thought. That's right. We got moderators on here. That's right. Al Honey is fully capable of answering your comment. So can any other moderator if they choose. You may have their opinion in it, but at least somebody read your comment. And chances are I wouldn't even have an answer to your comment. That's right. So that's okay. We got the quantum computation, and Earth is a quantum computer, and the universe is a quantum computer. And we are in a matrix. Then all that's in a matrix too. Yeah, we got it. We do got it. How can you get out of the matrix and not keep getting reincarnated back into this computer? I guess you got to learn your lessons. They probably give you a way to get out of it. Maybe you may say, I don't want to play the game again. I'm going to set this lifetime out. I got something to do over here. Stick me in another world, another universe. I don't want to go back to Earth. I don't like that timeline at all. They got the Illuminati there. They got all this wild stuff. Send me on a different timeline. Send me to another planet where dolphins talk and where the sand is purple and the sky is purple and everything is blissful. Send me to that place. Yeah. Jesus is the only way out. That's right, Yankee Ward. When you comment, it's for everyone in the chat interested. That's exactly right. Yeah. Al Honey is our he's our scientist. He's got a vast vault of all types of information on the inside of his quantum computer brain. That's right. He's very intelligent and knowledgeable in a lot of areas. He's been around longer than Gina Honey has, and he's been exposed to more than I have in this life. Remember, I was just a little gardener, and I like to go hiking, and I just wanted to, you're welcome. I just wanted to fix my engines in my cars and my lawnmowers. I just want to do my own thing. That's what I wanted to do until this came into being in 2018. Yeah, so it's okay. Yeah. That's right. He's a beautiful diamond. So I'm going to go, you all. I'm done here enough. It's already 3:48. And they have throttled the number of people that this would reach. So the day will come, unless we get on a different timeline. I'm sure there's people on this earth that would love to be able to get off the earth before something like that happens. Or maybe get on a different timeline. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it'd be great if you could. That's okay. I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. We're going on 62 minutes. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Al Honey. If there's any other moderators, if it's only our Al Honey, and I think our Apple Brooks was on here, maybe Apple Brooks Honey had to go somewhere or somebody else, that's okay, you all. You can do it. Oh, you're welcome. Have a wonderful rest of your all's day. Love you. Thank you for your comments, because I like to read the comments too at times, if I got time. They're interesting and they're packed full of information.